Building strength in the core is a very important part of the practice. Come to a seated position, hands in prayer. Take a moment and align your intention of physical strength with the deeper intention of spiritual strength. Then to a comfortable seated position, hands to your knees. Begin with a few gentle breaths to align the breath with the activation of your pelvic floor. Just as we've been breathing throughout this entire series, keep the belly sucked in, the sound saw as you inhale, ha as you exhale. Breathe as though the tides are flowing in and out of your body. Then gently bring your knees together and we'll get right started. Come to a seated position with the legs outstretched. Hold on to your knees and sit up nice and tall. Then take the hands forward, sucking inside the low belly. The spine is completely straight. Squeeze your thighs towards each other so that the thighs are parallel with each other and squeezed inwards, no space between the knees. Lift your spine upwards, but don't bend your back. Then slowly round your back under so your sacrum is pressed on the ground. It's very important that your sacrum is pressed on the ground. Draw the lower ribs in. Then keep the lower back pressed on the ground as the lower ribs draw in towards the center line. If your lower back pooches off the ground, don't go all the way down. Then inhale, come just a little bit up so the sacrum is on the ground. Then inhale all the way back up to the seated position we started off with. This will be your resting position. You can really feel the abdominal muscles starting to activate. Draw everything inward towards the center. Long, deep breathing as you press down through the base of the big toes, knees squeeze inwards towards each other, and then exhale, roll your spine through a spinal flexion, sacrum on the ground, transverse abdominals engage, lower ribs engage, everything is drawn in towards the center. Be steady and calm. Then exhale, put your lower ribs on the ground. If your lower back starts to pooch off the ground, remember, go to the easier version. No pain in the lower back. Inhale, come back up to your sacrum. Abdominal muscles are the key to this exercise. Inhale, come all the way back up, stretching your arms nice and straight. Thighs squeeze inward towards each other. Long, steady inhalation, long, steady exhalation. Keep the low belly drawn gently in, and one more time. Low belly sucks in, sacrum on the ground. Squeeze everything in towards the center line. Keep the breath steady and fluid as you reach outward. Then draw the lower ribs inward as you place them on the ground. Low belly is pressed inwards and the low back is on the ground. Inhale, shift a little forward, transverse abdominal, squeeze inward, lower ribs in. Inhale, come all the way back up, nice and steady. Draw the heads of your femurs, the thigh bones, in towards their sockets to create a deeper activation of the interior space of the pelvis. Draw the thighs inwards towards each other so you can begin to activate. Then inhale, straighten your right leg, and this will increase a certain level of intensity into the motion because more of your body weight will be supported by the inner body. Then exhale as you sink back down, squeezing your thighs towards each other and reaching out through your right big toes. Then exhale, lower ribs on the ground, nice and steady. Keep that lower back pressed on the ground. And then inhale, come just a little bit upwards as you align yourself towards the strength of the abdominal muscles. Inhale, come all the way back up to that nice neutral position. Reach outward through your fingertips and take this as a nice easy rest. One more time, lower down. Exhale as you place the sacrum on the ground, engaging your abdominal muscles in towards the center line. Then exhale again, lower ribs on the ground. Use your arm strength to reach out through your fingertips to align the shoulders forward. Then inhale, sacrum again on the ground, lift only a little bit up, and inhale again all the way up. Gently right foot down, gently left foot up, so we switch the sides. Squeeze the thighs in towards each other, get comfortable in this neutral position. Root down through your sitting bones as you begin to lower downwards with the sacrum firmly on the ground. Lower belly draws inside, reaching the left toes forward and the fingertips forward. Then exhale again as you sink those lower ribs down to the ground. You can do it. Stay steady and calm. Reach out through the fingertips, reach out through your left toes. Inhale just a little bit up. Keep steady in this halfway posture. Inhale again, come all the way up to the neutral position, which is your resting position. Nice steady quadriceps, firm and engaged. Low belly is firm and engaged and draw in, then lower down. Sacrum on the ground, align yourself with your abdominal muscles towards the center line of the body. Exhale again, lower ribs on the ground, reach out through your fingertips, nice and steady. Root down through your right foot and inhale just a little bit up. Squeeze the thighs towards each other, do the work with the abdominal muscles. Inhale all the way back up to that nice easy neutral position. Suck inside the low belly and exhale, gently sink your left foot down. Sucking in the low belly, and exhale, gently take your hands to the ground. Bend your knees, and to release the spine, inhale, send your chest forward, hands back behind the pelvis, roll the shoulders forward, and then come back to that easy neutral seated position. We'll take it up just a little notch, so bend your knees forward in front of the body. Point your toes, straighten out the arms ahead, then sink your pelvis back and inhale both legs straight. This posture is called Navasana, or boat posture. After all of the core work we did, this should be nice and easy. Roll the thighs inward towards each other and then lower down to Urdhva Navasana, or lifted Navasana, where the sacrum is on the ground and your body is hollow. Then go as low as you can, safely with the lower back on the ground, and then inhale back to that halfway position, and then again inhale all the way Navasana. Nice and straight, reach out through the fingers, reach out through the toes, squeeze your thighs, use your quadricep, use your whole body to be aligned along the central axis. Then slowly pivot down to that hollow Navasana position. Sacrum is on the ground, legs a little bit lower, reach out through the fingers, and then exhale as low as you can go, lower ribs on the ground. Don't lie down, don't give up, you can do it. Inhale, little bit up, use the abs, use the core, use your mind. Inhale all the way back to Navasana. Squeeze your thighs towards each other, reach out through the fingers, reach out through your big toes. Be steady, be calm, be strong. Long, steady inhalation. Go again, halfway down. Sacrum is on the ground. Thighs squeeze towards each other. Reach through the fingers as low as you can go. Lower ribs on the ground. Heels hovering. Inhale halfway. Then again, inhale all the way up to Navasana. Reach out through your toes. Reach out through the fingers. Stabilize. Smile through any burn that you might feel. Welcome strength into your body, which happens as a decision in your mind to stay through places of uncomfortability. One more time. Back down onto the sacrum. Suck the low belly in. Squeeze the thighs as low as you can go. Heels hovering. Lower ribs squeezing in. And then exhale. Lie all the way down. Take a moment, keep the eyes open, don't zone out, just let the lower belly release. Then inhale, draw everything in, roll over to the side and return to a comfortable seated position. As your abdominal muscles begin to burn, they're also getting stronger. So now we'll apply the activation of the core into a nice, easy take it up. Cross your shins, take your hands forward of your hips, and then inhale, press into the strength of your shoulder girdle and begin to activate your shoulders and connect that work to the interior space of the body. And then inhale, send your hips forward, leave both feet on the ground for now, just get the transference of weight. Then exhale, hips down. Then again, back to Navasana, toes point. Straighten the arms, engage your core, and reach outward through your big toes. Nice steady inhalation, nice steady exhalation, and then reach forward with your forehead. Take the arms out to the side to tighten the Navasana. Hands forward again, lower a little bit down. This will help you lift up. Hands forward of your hips. Use your pelvic floor. Lean forward through your foundation and inhale. Lift your hips off of the ground. Press upward with your pelvis and engage your fingertips. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, point your toes, straighten the arms, back to Navasana. Feel the sitting bones rooted as you reach your forehead towards your knees, arms out to the side. Use your abdominal muscles. This does require a little bit of hamstring flexibility, so bend the knees only if you need to. Cross the feet, hands forward of the hips. Inhale, take it up again. Lean forward through the shoulders. Lift your hips by engaging your pelvic floor, then right foot off the ground just for a moment, left foot off the ground, and then exhale, gently sink all the way down. Find your pelvic floor, arms straight, legs straight, toes point. Steady, deep breathing. Lower ribs draw inside. Support your back with your pelvic floor, forehead to your knees. See if you can reach all the way forward to your knees this time, almost like a standing forward bend. Take the hands forward, all the way up, feet, pelvis, everything off the ground. You can do it. Push into the floor, and then exhale, lower down. Back to Navasana, one more time. Stretch the fingers forward, stretch the legs forward, sucking in the low belly. Exhale, head to your knees. Find the power and the control with your pelvic floor. Slow and steady, arms to the side for balance. Back to Navasana, hands to the ground. Lean forward, inhale, take it up off the ground. Everything up, use your pelvic floor, use the strength of the body. Exhale, lower down. Hands back behind your pelvis. Easy spinal extension to release your back. Nice long inhalation, nice long exhalation. Hang out here for a few breaths. Let yourself build the strength, nice and steady. come onto your hands and knees so that the knees are aligned with your hips and the hands are aligned with your shoulders. We'll be preparing for the next exercise, so know that you're working on this slow and steady. Press through the shoulders and inhale to a spinal extension to release the back and create a little bit of space. And then exhale, flex your spine, draw everything inward towards the center line. Inhale, create the space, and again, easy. Exhale, spinal flexion, draw everything inwards towards the center line. Inhale, extension, lift upwards, and then exhale, round your back, pull it all the way in towards the center line. Hang out here for a moment, and then slow and steady, pull it all the way in. As you take the shoulders a little bit forward and pull inward from the spinal extension to float your knees. Press up, so automatically your knees hover off the ground and get the feeling of the body lifting itself with its own power. Then step your left foot back, right foot back, come into plank with a straight spine, toes curled under, weight down through the heels. Then high plank, come all the way up onto your toes and round under. Come back down into low plank. Exhale, sink down onto your knees and child's pose. Give that a little break for a moment so your shoulders and your core and your wrists can all have a chance to integrate and warm up. Work strength slowly, don't expect it to happen overnight. We'll do another set. Take the hands forward so they're aligned right under the shoulders, knees right under the hip joints. Then, moving into a spinal flexion, shoulders over the palms, suck everything inward, lower ribs inward, pull the pubic bone forward towards the navel and round under. Press forward and do it from your pelvic floor so you lean so much forward so automatically the knees hover off of the ground. Shift your shoulders forward, curl your left toe, then your right toe under. Come into a flat plank position, press through the shoulders, and then press even more. Drop your head down, high plank, so you're rounded all the way under with the power of the abdominal muscles. Sink back down to low plank, sink back down to child's pose, pivot into the hip joints, and relax everything downward. Take a moment, let it go, just release, find your mental strength, and we'll continue from there. Hands forward under the shoulders, knees aligned under your hip joints, spinal flexion to support your lower back in the movement. Take the shoulders over the palms, grip the fingertips, straighten the elbows. Tuck your tailbone under and pull that in towards the center line of the body. Lean forward, knees lift a little bit off the ground with the power of your pelvic floor. Curl your left toe, then your right toe. Come into a flat plank where the tailbone is tucking under, hips aligned with the shoulders. Then high plank, hips higher than the shoulders. Keep your gaze shifted a little forward this time as we're going to take it up just a notch. Lower ribs squeeze in towards the center line. Curl the toes down and then exhale, child's pose. Nice, easy rest. In every child's pose, just let everything go. Take a moment, recollect your mental strength as well as the physical strength. Don't be active here, just soft, easy release. You're working real hard. Just a little bit more. Stay calm, stay focused. You can do it. Hands under the shoulders, fingertips gently grip the floor, knees aligned under the hips, spinal flexion. So that means rounding the upper back, sucking in the lower ribs. Pressing through the hands, then inhale, lift your right knee towards your forehead, making the contact to activate the deep core muscles. Right knee down. Inhale, lift your left knee to your forehead, pressing through your hands, gripping your fingertips, suck in the belly, squeeze it all the way in, exhale down. And then again, press through the arms, keep the shoulders nice and firm, low belly sucks all the way in. Inhale, lift your right knee towards the right elbow or even the right armpit, using the abdominal muscles to lift higher and higher, exhale down. Left knee to the left elbow or even towards the left armpit, arms nice and straight, and then gently exhale, lower down. Inhale, right knee to the right elbow, then exhale, twist it over so we twist and activate the abs at the same time. Strong shoulders, strong core. Spin it all the way back over and exhale, right knee down. Press through the arms, inhale, left knee to the left elbow, exhale, spin it over so left knee makes contact with the right elbow. Twisting, activating the transverse abdominals, strong shoulders. Inhale, back to the left and exhale all the way down. Nice, easy, relaxed, child's pose. Let yourself rest, release, let everything go. As you're here, again, collect your mental strength, give yourself a complete break from everything, finding the ease, the strength, the grace that naturally happens. Pick yourself back up and prepare to do it all again. Shoulders over the palms, grip the fingertips, nice easy spinal flexion, rounding the upper back. Lift your knees, come up into plank posture. All the way up from plank, inhale, take your right knee to your forehead. straightening the arms, engaging your shoulder girdle, lifting from the core. Exhale, step back. Inhale, left knee to the forehead. Make the contact, even the nose towards your knee is good. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, take your right knee to the right elbow, lifting it up in towards your armpit. If you can, press through the arms nice and high. Slide it down and step back. Inhale, left knee to the left elbow and step it up to the armpit. Strong shoulders, strong core. Step it back. Ready for the hard one? Inhale, right knee to the right elbow, and then exhale, twist it over. Right knee, step it back. Inhale, left knee to the left elbow. Exhale, slide it over to the right. Use the core, use the twist to really engage the abdominal muscles, and step it back. Gently, shoulders forward, come down onto your knees, and exhale, child's pose. Feel yourself relax for a moment. Every work that you do in yoga towards strength will build stability in the mind, stability in the body, creating a calm inward focus. Let yourself relax in this child's pose. You've earned that nice, easy strength, the nice, easy sense of relaxation. Come into a nice, easy squatting position, and we'll put this all together. Knees towards the outside of the upper arms. Take your hands into prayer. Point your toes outward to sink into the hips, a nice, easy squat. Then engage your squat by tucking the tailbone under. Take the hands forward. Gently bend the elbows just a little and inhale. Lift your right foot off the ground. Pressing through the shoulders, almost like Bakasana position, but using the core. Inhale, left foot off the ground. Bakasana is the crane posture. Lean it forward, then sink back down. This easy arm balance will test out whether your core and your shoulders are really connected, so you'll find that strength through the arms and through the core. Let's try it again. Hands move forward, strong shoulders. Pivot your weight forward and inhale, both feet off of the ground. Squeeze your heels together. Squeeze your big toes towards each other. Press through the arms. Do the work from the core. Then exhale. Sink back down into the squat. Hands in prayer. Nice, easy rests. Pivot through the hip joints. Pivot through the base of the big toes. Long inhalation, long exhalation. We're going to try again. Hands move forward, shoulders forward. Inhale, take it up. Straighten the elbows as much as you can and pivot through the shoulders. Use your abdominal muscles to squeeze inward. Then exhale, nice, easy, sink down. Take your hands into prayer, sinking down. Then sink your pelvis to the ground and gently roll the spine down after you straighten the arms and find the connection in towards your core. Exhale, relax. Then inhale, lift your right leg, sucking in the belly, and reach upward with your fingertips, nice and engaged. Lift your whole body off the ground. Reach your forehead towards your knee and root down through your left heel. Draw the thighs inwards towards each other to activate the inner thighs. Reach the fingers up and hold onto your foot, reaching your head towards your knee. Give a little tug. Take the head down and lie all the way down. Hands on your thighs. Left side, inhale, lift the left leg. Use the core. And then inhale, reach your fingers up towards your toes. Lift your torso off the ground. Root down through your right heel. Reach your hands forward so the hands are parallel with the ground. Head towards your knee, nice and steady. Reach up again towards your toes. Reach it high with the power of your pelvic floor. Hold on to your ankle and reach your forehead towards your knee. Give a little tug, then straighten your arms. Release and exhale all the way down. Hold on to your thighs for a moment, drawing all the way in. Then toes forward, arch the spine, nice easy release coming on to the elbows. This is a modification of fish posture or Matsyasana. A nice easy inhalation will lift the legs to Utthana Padasana. Legs outstretched, arms outstretched to activate the back muscles just a little bit so that you're balanced from the front of the body to the back of the body. This active back bend is quite intense for the strength of your back muscles, even though it's not such a deep bend. Keep the gaze in between your eyebrows to lift the energy upwards. Then sink your elbows to the ground, sink your feet to the ground, and gently lie all the way down. Now this final relaxation you've really earned. The strength in the body is something that comes with daily practice. I wasn't strong when I started the practice, and I can tell you definitively that if you commit yourself to the journey of strength through yoga, you will one day be so much stronger than you can ever possibly imagine. As you discover your own inner strength, you will discover new aspects of your highest potential. Gently bend your knees and your elbows. Taking a moment to relax, then hug yourself inwards towards the center line, bringing the forehead towards your knees. And then exhale, roll onto your side, relax everything into the ground, and gently return to a comfortable seated position. The stronger you become in the practice, the more the inward focus will be. We'll stretch out the wrists just a little bit, turn your fingers inward, take the palms down, then turn the palms upward and place the hands on the ground. Give a little stretch forward and backward to release any tension that might be in the wrists. Hands return into prayer position. Give thanks to yourself for all the strength that you cultivate.